Hello, this is going to be your full moon reading for Virgo. I believe the full moon is going to be in Virgo for February the 27th. Today is the 24th. We're going to see what we have. You know, the full moon brings about changes and different experiences. So that's really good. And I'm hearing it's really unique. So every full moon cycle, something unique takes place that didn't happen in the previous cycle. Of course, you guys probably already know. I'm not sure. But you should know. So let's see what we have. Actually, I'm going to put these cards away. And I'm going to get the ISIS cards. Because I'm feeling like I should. Okay. I guess we'll take those. They just came out. Okay. We have Divine Sunshine. We have Spirit of Isis. This one is in reverse. We have, ooh, Eye of Horus. Ooh, it's in reverse. Divine Sisterhood. And Divine Guardian. I can see if I can get one more for this scenario. So that's what they're telling me about the story of Isis and Horus. So you know, they were a couple or whatnot, and whatever happened, it was like husband and wife. With Horus, like she did things to she loved him so much that she did things to recover his remains when he died. But also she got pregnant even after he was supposedly pronounced dead. I'm saying that because I feel like immediately, oh, that's why they're telling me that. Because it's like a husband and wife situation that's going on where the husband may not be there, or he may not be there yet, or he may have left. But he may be planning on returning, so let's see what that's about. But that's the reason I'm giving you the backdrop of it, because it was about a husband and a wife, regardless of what it was, and her love for him was so strong or whatnot. So it may be that you love a person a lot, and you know, Horus was supposed to be dead, and he kind of lived kind of through Isis loving on him, and she was even able to birth the child. So it could be that you have a husband or a spouse or someone that's living through your love. They're living through your life. Like you've been alive, saves this person and keeps this person alive. There goes the final card. Well, I had that for somebody's reading, like love can heal or whatever. So the fact that you love this person a lot keeps them alive, keeps them going. You know, even if you don't feel like they love you back or anything like that, it's just the love you have keeps people alive. What's that? The love you have stays on my mind, whatever song that is. And then we have Magic and Ritual. The love we share stays on my mind. I don't know what song that is, but you know, whatever. Yes, but you know, since our horse is backwards, it's almost like it's with the husband. Like you might not know that this man feels this way, or your husband, even if it's your ex-spouse, you don't know that they feel this way, that they know that it's your love for them that keeps them afloat. What's for our Taurus and why is it in reverse? Death, yeah. So that's the ego card, so it's good that it is in reverse. But it's almost like this person has lost their ego. But I also want to say, like, their vision may not be correct at this point in time, because that's the eye and it's in reverse. And also, this is the death card. This person, you know, his eyes are not even in the picture. So this person may not be seeing things straight. They may not be seeing things straight. But at the same time, we have death. So death is in reverse. So I feel this person, there's not going to be a death. I feel there's not going to be a death to this situation. So if it's a partner, ex-partner, like it's not going to come to an end with this person. I'm not going to say it's going to be a repetitive cycle, but I'm going to say, like, okay, this may be your lifelong partner. And in that way, you guys cannot separate. If you notice, the Isis and the Horus card are side by side. It's like you got, yeah, look, and then we got pleasure. This is not going to end. Oh, y'all. I was about to say, let me take off my jacket real quick and get comfortable. Because I just feel like we about to... We about to really be reading. And it might be that you need to get comfortable with this person, or just comfortable with the idea that this person is not going anywhere. This person's like attached to you. Like you're their lifeline. It's almost like they cannot die until you die. They cannot quit until you quit. They cannot give up until you give up. Oh, that's good. So it's not going to be a death to it. And since it is the husband card for this scenario, is awakening divine perception is going to bring about some pleasure. It's like rekindling a relationship or rekindling a marriage. So if you have been praying to rekindle a relationship or a marriage with your spouse, like that is going to happen. You know, we all have to go through things and change. And as we get older, we realize how to be better towards people. So this person could be realizing how to be better towards you, because this person is the one in reverse, not the goddess. So what's for let's go to magic and ritual. Okay, my card fell. I don't like when it falls. So magic and ritual, we have luxury, we have completion, and we have one more card. Okay, the final card we have off the ground is swiftness, and it's in reverse. So this is magic and ritual and completion, luxury. Like I'm feeling automatically, this is 2 4 2, by the way. It's something that came to a completion, or something that's coming to a completion, but it took a long time. So like for a ritual, that's like a routine, something you do all the time. You can see it in the light of things. You know, all of these cards can be read dark. If you just want to be in a dark space, that's up to you. I read the light. I'm not trying to read the dark. But at the end of the day, ritual is something that you do often. So I feel like something that you do often as a routine, it's probably it took a long time to bring it into completion. Something that it's a task at hand, that maybe you were trying to get something done because we have luxury, something that could afford you better things, or something dealing with being able to go as you please. It took a long time, but it's coming to a completion during this full moon cycle. If you had to always constantly nitpick at things, always had to constantly do paperwork, it's like a case that was never closed out. It took a long time for this case to be closed out, or it took a long time for somebody to even read your paperwork, read your file. It's like this person right here has all this it's a mess on this picture, but I'm saying something that's open. It's not finalized. It's like it took forever to fucking finalize. Like, when the fuck y'all gonna clean this shit up? It's like people going over the paperwork and going over the evidence, and it's taking so long for them to do that. But it's coming to a completion. It's just because swiftness is in reverse, it took a long time. So this is something that you may have to study for. And since it's a routine, this may be a habit where people always want you to bring. It's like a case where they're like, do you have any more evidence? Do you have anything to say about this? It's like somebody having a case open on them, and nobody is trying to complete it out. They just want more information. So for this, I feel like something that people keep telling you, like, give me more information, or give me more. They want more than what they need. But that's what took so long, is because they kept asking you for more paperwork, more time, more clarity. It's like, how much more do you need? But it is coming to a completion during this full moon cycle, and I feel like you're going to be successful. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to be successful in it because it's a completion. Now, if it was in reverse, you'll still be going through it, but it's upright. So there's going to be a completion to it finally. For divine sisterhood, we have the janky promoter. So just be aware that there may be some sisters that are not. They're how do we say this? Some sisters, sisterhood, brothers. That's the community of things. They're pretty much. This is my janky promoter card, my shiesty card. Let me get one more card before I say they're shiesty. But it's a community of people that don't act right. I'm hearing like under pressure. Yeah, they really don't act right under pressure. But I feel like these sisters that may have done you wrong, or these brothers, if you're a guy, they're going to have some cruelty done to them, because, you know, the saying, do unto others as you do unto them. But there is a vow and an oath that you take. You see this? Their hands are right here, and I feel like we're talking about court. Their hands are connected together. There is a vow and an oath. Can you see? Oh, there it is. Now you can see. Right here. I'm going to circle this part. That's the evidence right here. But there's a vow and an oath they take to love, honor, and protect each other. So if you break that vow, you break that oath, you do have to pay for that. And this does say spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. And on this Janky promoter card, like his background is dark. So this is like dark people that were trying to be a part of a community that they didn't need to be a part of because they were too dark to even hold in any truth or be able to speak to people in a way where it brought about breakthrough. So it's going to be some cruelty to them. So this thing might over here like car breakdown, like your sisters or brothers or siblings, or not just them, but people in the community who have done things against you or to you or judged you for them reason. There's going to be some cars breaking down. There's going to be some things going on with them. I just heard car breakdown, so that might be the main thing, or that might be one of the things that already took place. But there is going to be some cruelty, but this cruelty is going to teach them how to treat you better as a person. It's almost like it's going to humble them. That's it. It's going to humble them to where they know now not to be as boisterous or as condescending. If they were condescending, I'm here, like however they were treating you, they were treating you like you weren't a part of this vow and this oath. And it's like, how can you do that? We share the same blood, or we share the same, whatever it is y'all share. Y'all took a vow and an oath. It's like somebody who decides, okay, we're going to be friends. And then they break the friend code. So the people that have broke the friend code, the sister code, you know, there's a sister code, never sleep with somebody's man. People who are breaking those codes and those honors and those oaths, they're going to be dealt with during this full moon cycle. You might not, I'm hearing you might not even see it coming, but they're going to be dealt with because you never break a code. Your word is your bond. These people have broken their word to you, so unfortunately they do have to deal with that. And it's right next to this husband card, so your husband could be dealing with that as well, or your partner or spouse, your future spouse or ex-partner, they could be dealing with that with their own sisterhood, brotherhood, bloodline. I'm here. So what's for, what we're going to spirit of Isis? What's for spirit of Isis? Can I get anything for spirit of Isis? This is the goddess. This is the woman, so she's the main one. Oopsies, all those cards came out. We have laziness. We'll go ahead and take these since they're out, but I'm not going to put it towards the goddess. I feel like I'm going to put it down here because they kind of like came out. They came out while I was looking at that, but they came out separate because I had that one by itself. So I'm going to put it down here. So for the goddess, there is the laziness card. I'm not sure. Yes, I am sure. I was going to say, yes, I do know what that means. That's this right here. This, you have probably been tired or fatigued dealing with this. These people here are just sitting there. These are the people that's supposed to be working on your case or bringing things to the light that they were not trying to. And I feel like it's made you be able to, like both of these cards, there's a mess going on both cards. Let me put my cards down, child, so I can explain this. But there's a mess on both of these cards. What's that? I'm a mess right now. Can't sleep. Bills are piling high. Ain't worked in 3 weeks. Yeah, but so it's like being a mess. But your life was a mess and fatigue because you were dealing with this case or this situation or this problem that just would not go away. And the more you try to, you know, make do, the more you try to make room, the more you try to get it together, it was affecting your life. So the only reason this laziness was here over the spirit of Isis is because of this scenario. And if you notice right here on this card, both of these are eights and both of those are fours. So it's like it all connect together. But anyway, nevertheless, we do have truth, change, Princess of Swords, and Ace of Wands. Let me get one more for this laziness, this indolence. But I feel like that has tired you out. That's not you being like this. Like, I'm tired. Every time I put something up, somebody else comes with something else. It's like you give them what they need, and then they ask you for something else. And it's like, okay, why you just ain't tell me that from the beginning that you needed all of this? It's one of those scenarios. So, what's for... And that could tire a person out, taking all your time on that. We have emotional fulfillment. So I do think that this is going to be emotionally fulfilling, even if it tired you out. It's like running a race and feeling like I finally made it to the finish line. When you get to that finish line after you've ran that race, like the mile march or whatever they be doing, they're tired when they get to that finish line. Like, yes, I'm glad I made it, but Bitch, I can't breathe. Let me catch my breath right quick. What's that song? Can you keep up, baby boy? Make me lose my breath. Can you keep the fuck up? Okay, so this has probably made you fatigued, but you're going to be fulfilled and proud of yourself for making it through this and doing exactly what they were asking you, even though it was like, because I know some situations you're like, I don't feel like doing this, but it's like, when push comes to shove, you're going to be able to do what you need to do, and it might tire you out coming through all this, but the good thing is you made it on the other side, because I really feel like it's a tiring thing because it's taking too long. If it was quick justice, you wouldn't be tired, but because it's taking so long and they keep asking questions, girl, what do they want? What's for the divine guardian? This could even be with a spouse, like dealing with paperwork if you guys are going through a divorce or anything. It's like it's taking so long to even get the case closed. With the COVID-19, offices are closed, things are not moving like they used to move. So it could be one of those situations. Regardless, this husband still loves you and they still want pleasure with you, and they pretty much put their ego aside. They couldn't see like how much you were to them because the eyes in reverse. They couldn't see. For guardian, you have the lurkers card. Now, why is the lurkers here? Protection of the winged mother. So with that, there's like some lurkers who are protecting you, or some people in the background. Like I said, if there was a sisterhood or a community doing slanderous things to you, it was some people that's not a part of that community or didn't take an oath with you who actually have your back. Because everybody knows, like, when you have a bro code, you don't break it. Whether their bro is with your actual bro or someone else's bro. So when people see that people break codes like that, they don't trust those people. So a lot of these people are losing trust from like outside influence. Like, I would never trust him to get close to me. I would never trust her to get close to me. Based on what they've done to you, based on how they've treated you, they're pretty much proving to people that they're not honorable and that they will break a code or break a law. Or what the boosters say, when it turn out, you be like, damn, did I know this nigga? So it's like one of those situations where people really don't know people until they start reacting that way. And so the fact that they've seen you do that, like they don't like that. And so these people are being protective over you. Maybe just saying little things in the background like, I hope you make it through and I would never do anything like that. But it's making them look at these. If you notice, he's right there. Can y'all see this? I hope y'all can because my lighting is a little off. But I'll just pick it up, Lord. Just pick it up. Let me just pick it up, put it in front because my lighting is not the best, but there we go. So if you can see, this hermit is over there, even though he's smoking, like he's smoking a cigarette or lighting some, he's eyeballing this person. This is the side eye. This is giving somebody the side eye. They're looking at what these people are doing, like they're not good people anyway, but they're also, it's making them be thankful for like not having not thinking in that manner. But it makes people, when you break a code that another person lives by, you're now a target to them. So what these people are doing are making themselves a target unconsciously to some people who's watching them like, man, I would never do such a thing. And they always these people kind of feel the hurt that you feel, but they're protective over you. Even if it's just prayer, somebody could see something wrong with you and like, I pray that they make it out, or I pray that they don't get hurt anymore, or I pray, people on the sideline are praying for you and wishing you well as well. Can I get one more for the Hermit card? Try to make this quick and get up out of here. Y'all know when them preachers be like, I'm going to be out of here in 2 minutes. And then it be 10 minutes and they still up in there. Like, I know he just said he's going to be out of here in 2 minutes. But whatever. Yeah, this is the unbalanced. So I feel like this is, I'm here keeping people unbalanced. Your life being not the way it needs to be, or people tiring you out, it makes other people feel unbalanced. Somebody feel like, dang, you just knocked me off my feet. It's making other people feel unbalanced. So this is one of the reasons why they're rooting for you and trying to protect you, because as you stay strong and stand on your feet, they're able to stay strong and stand on their feet. It's almost like they take a loss with you. These people, every time you lose, they lose. So they want you to win so that every time you win, they win. I had that reading for somebody else. Not for somebody else, not that way, but something worded like that. Like, this is the season where people are, rallying their allies and their champions. Like, you're my champion. And therefore I need you to win because your win is my win. It's like a person who, like the WWE wrestlers, as I'm seeing, they used to get those belts. Like these people are fascinated. Like when you get your belt, they're the ones who's going to shine it for you. Like I want to shine your belt. Like they're not going to try to steal your belt or take your belt. They just happy that you have the belt. Now let me see you wear it proudly, and they want to shine it. Okay, shimmer and shine then. What's for Divine Sunchild? Shimmer and shine then. What's for Divine Sunchild? But that's why they're protective over you. They may know that some of the things that you're going through are making you unbalanced, and they don't like to see that. That's why they're looking. It's like people trying to trip you. They can see people trying to trip you up, but it's like I'm hearing like they hate it. They hate when people try to come against you or trip you up because it takes the sun out of your life. It takes the joy out of your spirit. And they're like, that's like somebody who like to see you in a good mood. They're like, don't make them be in a bad mood because it's gonna fuck up my mood. These people want you in a good mood because it makes their mood better. Like, no, you can't take our favorite person and fuck their mood up because then we gonna all have a fucking bad day. I'm surprised the protests going out here. They'll probably rally up behind you. Hell to the no. We don't want them to have a bad day. So for Divine Sunshine, fuck as well. So this is red. Like as a child, if there's a child, like there's money connected to this child. Like this child, like even if I say this is divorce paper, you're supposed to get like child support and it's taking so long for the paperwork to come through, there's money connected to this child that belongs to this child and it's going to come about. But also on a fortunate note, this child can generate money. This child has an idea or this child has a gift that's going to generate them wealth. You could also be that child to where it's something that you have on you that will generate you wealth. I'm hearing like publicity or whatnot. It's going to give you publicity and money will just follow. Money's going to just follow. Yeah, that's the Empress card, or did it go back in there? Yes, I said this. The mother. Boom, boom, boom. It's the mother. It's a mother. That could be you. It's a mother who's owed some money, like even for taking care of her children, or is it your child might I'm here like find some money and give it to you. Your child might be able to recover some money or some wealth, like as they get older, whatever career they do, and they're gonna give it to the mom. This like this is for you, mom. This is a gift to you. So your children may be gifting you during this full moon cycle with whatever. It doesn't always have to be money. They can gift you with is wealth in their mind. This is what you're worth. It's like children realizing their mother's worth, realizing how much their mother is worth. But it's also one of those things where you could be birthing a child that is worth a lot of money in spirit. And you also could be doing something that helps children that's going to generate some wealth, because it's something that a lot of children will like. It'll be attracted to children. And, one thing they always try to do in the music culture is they try to get, like, pop stars and stuff like that to get music that, like, children will like. Because children really pay for things more. Adults, they don't really like. Adults like what they like, and children will buy into fads. There we go. Children buy into fads more easily than adults, and that's why they try to get the celebrities or even the Disney Channel kids to like have a perfect, clean image and don't, talk a certain way, don't cuss and everything to keep the attention of children. So just be aware of that and watch out that your children are not trying to buy into all these fads of the world because all of them are not necessary. But there is going to be something. I'm hearing like sudden wealth for a mother, and this could be a mother who's had to take care of her children by herself because the husband. This is the divorcing husband. The husband doing too much and not being this husband may have not been attentive to these children because the eyes in reverse. He has not been attending to them or looking over them or counseling them or being there for them. She's still going to get some wealth even if it doesn't come through this father. It may come out of his pockets through this divorce settlement, but she's going to get some wealth. So let's get that clear. She's going to get some wealth. Okay, so at the end of this, we have truth and we have change. So change is under this husband. So I feel like this husband is going to change his behavior and let go of his ego and be able to be more attentive and more aware. But also we have the truth under spirit of Isis. So I feel like this woman coming to a truth instead of like bickering about these arguments or instead of trying to be in retaliation or in revenge mode. She's just going to call a truce because she knows that she's the goddess anyway. There's no need to fight. Why would we be fighting? And also she's the empress, she's the mother, and for some reason she has to be aware of like these children around her and all these things. I feel like it's a social group that wants her to come in and maybe help out with their children, or maybe the way she speak, children can learn from her. But they want her to come in, and at this time, she won't be able to deal with any drama. They could be you. You won't be able to deal with any drama or conflict, even though it's taking so long. You can't deal with it because your focus is on making sure that this bridge is built. It's like some children need to get across a bridge to a certain place, and no one else knows how to build this bridge but this woman. That could be you, but you. I'm gonna say the scenario like I guess I'm saying it in the third person. Am I? But no one knows how to build this bridge but this woman, this certain particular one. But this bridge is going to save these kids to where these kids will be able, it's like being on a movie and a woman realizing that, okay, all these children have special power. We need to get them in a certain place so that they can use these power wisely and not for, use it for good and not for bad, because everybody has a special gift, but they can use that gift for good or bad. And this woman is wise enough to know if we get these children in a certain location and get them across this bridge away from people who will try to exploit their gifts or abuse their gifts, we can get them to somewhere safe and we can generate our own safe haven. So there we go. That's good. Wait. Under this is the Princess of Swords. So with the Princess of Swords being here, up under the sisterhood, is going to be a lot of people that get cut in this scenario. They're going to get cut out. They're going to get cut into. They're going to get cussed out. People are there's going to be words said, but since this is a small word, I feel like also these people are going to pretty much be like, we do have 444 here. So I feel like these people are going to be like, these are the people who I'll show you better than I could tell you. And it's right up under the sword. So it's like instead of them saying everything that they want to say, they're going to pretty much do things. They're just going to be kicking people out. They're going to be telling people we don't need you here no more. They're not going to be explaining to them every reason why they're acting this way, because this is a small this is a person who has they can be sharp, but they're not articulate and they don't say a lot. So in this scenario, you're going to say they're not going to say a lot. This is I'll show you better than I can tell you, people, because it's just the sisterhood. And even if you're not a part of the sisterhood, there's going to be things going down, fights going down to where people are letting people see that their behavior is not going to be tolerated in a place like this. So for Ace of Wands, since it's under this one, this is what I said. These people have clarity. Ace of Wands is a clarity card. Genius. They have clarity over how you were being treated. This could be your own, like if your own family, sisters, brothers came against you, there are people looking like, why the fuck would you do that? And on top of that, they realize that now you guys are unbalanced because you did this to a person that you shouldn't have done it to. And it's like, we're not going to continue to let you treat this person this way because you're taking the balance out of our life by treating them that way. So they're having clarity over how bonds were broken and vows were destroyed. Like it's like people making a vow and not committing to those vows. They broke a lot of codes, I'm hearing, like in the past. And so these people are having clarity over that. Like the codes they broke in the past corrupted the future of the relationships within these groups. So that's why they're not going, and they may even try to knock somebody off their feet because it's the unbalance. They may be purposely tripping people up or purposely doing things. They're like, stop. I'm seeing like somebody stopping somebody in public, like, hey, they have nothing to say to these people, but they're just going to irritate them and just stop them in public and maybe try to delay what they're doing. And like, if they're rushing to the vehicle, they're going to stop them and try to consume all their time saying nothing because this is small talk. So they're going to give these people like a lot of small talk just to let them know like what they did was wrong, but really just to get under their skin so that they can be aware of all the codes and the laws that they've broken. This is pretty much their karma. This is pretty much your payback to have people like come against them or try to cause them unbalance in their life because of how they've treated you. So this is your full moon reading. There was a lot to say, a lot to discuss, but I do pray that you understood that. I'm going to get you one angel message to close off this reading, and that is pretty much a good reading, good change coming through, especially when it comes to breaking the codes and the laws of sisterhood. That's one thing you don't do. Just like the Cain and Abel thing, that's not something you're supposed to be doing. I saw that for a flip. So can I get one angel message? Oh, you gave me two. Okay, we have authority. You are special. So like, even though I moved to you're special, it's on your husband. Like your husband is figuring out that you're special, and or your spouse, even if this is your future one, he's figuring out that you're special and there's no one that compares to you. And for authority, that's exactly what I say. These people, these lurkers, they have some type of authority that these people don't know about. It's like people who are famous or have like a high position, but they're not dressed like they do, and they're able to, I know what it was. I'm sorry, I gotta say, the show what was that show called on, I don't know what channel it was. It was called The Boss, where the boss would go in as a co-worker or something like that, but he was actually the manager, and he'll go in there to check on his employees, to act like he didn't know what was going on, just to see how they work and what they do, and then at the end of it he gift them or whatever. So this is like one of these things where you don't know who the manager or who the boss is, but these people are not dressing up as the manager boss, and they're watching these people action and like, wow, this is what goes on in our circle, this is what goes on in our community. So they're coming in the disguise of being a regular person, but they're actually much bigger than they are. But they're pretending to be regular to get the truth for some people. So if you pretend like you don't have a big title, people will show you their true behavior. But when they know you have a title, they're going to, of course, try to act like, they're going to act accordingly so that they don't get found out. But yeah, so this is one of the, what was it called, Boss? Was it called Boss? It was called something. The Boss. I think it was called The Boss. Yeah, that was Oprah show, huh? So that must have been on Oprah. That must have been on Oprah Network. I think that was Oprah show, or was Oprah on there? Girl, I don't know. But anyway, this is the people in authority, using their authority for good and kicking people out that don't belong. But your husband does realize you are special throughout this entire, this full moon brooding for this full moon reading is showing him how special you are. If he never knew how special you were, or he didn't acknowledge it. Maybe he knew you were special, but he didn't acknowledge it. He's changing that to let you know. So don't be surprised if they come back, girl. I'm hearing bugaboo. Like, don't be surprised if he come back bugging the heck out of you because he want his baby back. What the song want my baby back, baby back, baby chilies, baby back ribs. Anyway, so I do love you guys, and I pray that you guys have an awesome change throughout this full moon.